Good morning. Welcome to the Development Services Department's hearing for Wednesday, February 26, 2025. And my name is Antoinette Gibbs, and I am the hearing officer. Joining us today is Deputy City Attorney Noah Brazier and Ian Hecox, representing Development Services Department Project Management Division. Mr. Hecox, can you provide us with a procedural announcement?
Thank you. Good morning. Until further notice, hearing officer meetings will be conducted pursuant to the provisions of California Government Code Section 54953A, as amended by Assembly Bill 2249, which allows the public to participate in person as well as a hybrid format. The hearing officer meeting will be participating in person, and the meeting will be open for in-person testimony. If you are in person, please make sure you complete a speaker slip if you wish to speak. In-person testimony will be concluded before virtual testimony begins. In lieu of in-person attendance, members of the public may participate and provide comment via telephone, Zoom, using the hearing officer web form, or via U.S. mail of written materials to the hearing officer, as noted on the web page. The public may view the hearing officer meeting at the scheduled date and time on the City of San Diego's YouTube website, City of San Diego Public Hearings. Members of the public can offer public comment on a non-agenda or an agenda item by joining the webinar by using a desktop computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone by accessing the link which is listed online and the preamble language of the agenda on the hearing officer webpage, or by calling 1-669-254-5252 with webinar ID number 161-310-2034. This information is also on the agenda and will appear on the screen during the public comment period for each item. Please note that if you're watching online, there may be a 30-second delay. Please participate via audio on your phone and mute your TV or computer when it is your turn to speak. When the hearing officer introduces the item you would like to comment on, please raise your hand by either tapping the raise your hand button on your computer, tablet, or smartphone, or by dialing *9 on your phone. You will be taken in the order in which you raise your hand. You may only speak once on a particular item. When the hearing officer introduces, or excuse me, when the hearing officer indicates it is your turn to speak, please click the unmute prompt that will appear on your computer, tablet, or smartphone, or dial *6 on your phone. Please note, those participating virtually may not cede time to others participating in person or virtually. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hecox. This morning, I will be considering applications for development permits that the San Diego Municipal Code identifies for resolution by a hearing officer in accordance with the Decision Process 3, as referenced in Section 1120501 of the Land Development Code. The decisions made on projects today may be appealed to the Planning Commission. The appeal must be filed by the close of business within 10 business days of today's date. That means that an appeal must be filed by the close of business on Wednesday, March 12, 2025. The appeal must be filed on the proper forms located on the Development Services website. Additionally, the certification of the environmental documents may be appealed to City Council. The appeal must also be filed within 10 business days of today's date. That appeal must be filed on the proper forms located on the City Clerk's website. All approvals will become effective 10 days from today's date, as long as no appeals are filed. However, no building permits may be obtained until the permits and resolutions are signed, notarized, and returned to the Development Services Department for recordation with the County Recorder's Office. Prior to today's hearing, I have reviewed the staff report, environmental document, and draft findings and conditions, and all written correspondence, and I am familiar with each site. Just a brief reminder for those joining us remotely, please mute your mics until called upon to speak. And for those in attendance today, be sure to fill out a speaker slip if you'd like to speak on an item on today's agenda. Public comment. Is there anyone that would like to speak on an issue within the jurisdiction of the hearing officer that is not related to one of the projects on today's agenda? If you're online, please raise your hand. Seeing none, I'll move on to requests and continuances or withdrawals. Are there any requests for continuances or withdrawals? Seeing none, I will move on. Looks like we have one item on the agenda today, so there will be a consent agenda for projects with no speakers in opposition and no questions from the hearing officer. So item number one, PRJ number 111168881, 7340 Miramar Road, conditional use permit number 3299562. Is there anyone who wishes to speak in favor or against this item? Project manager is May Rollin. Ms. Rollin, is there any reason this item cannot be placed on the consent agenda?
No, Your Honor. I would like to read the memorandum.
Okay,
The attached correction is summarized below and submitted to the hearing officer meeting on February 26, 2025. Agenda item 1, address 7340 Miramar Road, project number BRJ 1116881. Report to the hearing officer. Added proposed action, approve conditional use permit number PMT-3299562 to the proposed action section on page 1. Should you have any question, please contact me at the following phone number 619-446-5432 or email me at mmroland@sandiego.gov. Respectfully submitted, May Roland, Development Project Manager.
thank you, Ms. Rollin. I am in receipt of that memo. I don't have any questions on this project. No one is, haven't received any speaker slips. So pursuant to section 15301 of the California Environmental Quality Act, this project is categorically exempt from the environmental review, and I do recognize that exemption. The project is not pending an appeal of the environmental determination. The environmental determination was made on December 2nd, 2024, and the opportunity to appeal that determination ended December 16th, 2024. I can make all the findings necessary to approve conditional use permit number 3299562, subject to the conditions contained in the staff report. This decision is final unless appealed to the Planning Commission. This concludes this item and today's docket. Be safe and thank you for joining us today, both online and in attendance. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, hearing officer.